Abusia 4 years I'm mama kwa basonko kra ever counseling time with counselor DY Donkoh. Kame ho na yema counselor akwa basonko kra. Counselor. Hello.
Thank you.
Iti, let me read the first story. Na yede the next one non so atwa so pepepe. I say hello Auntie Valerie. Counseling time is great. God bless counselor for everything he does for all singles and married people out there. I have a little genuine problem that I need counselor's advice on. Anything he tells me, I am taking to help me in the decision to move next. Counselor, I'm dating a 35-year-old gentleman. Hardworking, handsome, every lady's dream. You know, there's something about men who gives without asking. They are simply sent from above. This particular man doesn't make me ask. Just so you know exactly where I'm coming from. I'm 27, very young. Now, this man has shown me so much love. In my previous relationships, I wasn't having it like that. This man has gone ahead to even take care of my very basic needs. Isn't he loving? But there is something that is very disturbing. He doesn't take care of his mother. The woman literally has to cry and beg before her son would heed her cry. Sometimes she has to use me as a channel just to get to her son. For starters, I felt it was just one of those things. The situation where somebody would want to concentrate on his life, build so that the other family issues doesn't become a problem. But I have realized that it's not just family issues, but then just the mother's needs that she has put before her son. But she doesn't tend to pay any heed. When I talk about it, he says, forget about my mom. It's just one of those things. Is he genuine? Counselor, am I safe? In the future, won't he treat me the same way he's treating the woman that carried him for 9 months? Should I go on with this relationship? Counselor.
Wow. Young gentleman, be a wesiso. You are able to feed your girlfriend than your mother. It is a case.
Hey.
Let me explain a few things. When it comes to rankings, authority. God, the creator. We the free world. The next people that carry authority to curse and bless you are your parents, not even your pastors. You can decide who becomes your pastor. You can choose your pastor. But you can't choose a mother and a father. And you don't decide who becomes your mother and your father. They are men and women ordained by God. And whether you like it or not, through them, you come on earth.
True.
So you see that the war and you know children, me mama and papa we na me pay. But I sorry you made a choice. Or so far, you made a choice. The kind of friends you want to have around you, you made a choice. In fact, school crowd, you make a choice. But parents, you don't make a choice. They are ordained, established, and organized by God. Because God has a purpose why you are coming from this particular people.
True.
Now, me ba chow. When you meet me wa ujani akwa ehwa na bejewo. Wa bru nsam na ekutia wa ufure nyame a wo bejewo. When your parents curse you, you need an upper hand by the grace of God. Or you have to go and beg them to revoke, renounce. Else, nobody can change the curse of a parent. Please, and I sit here to see. So when the Bible says that obey your parents, God knows what he's talking about. And he says that when you obey them, you will live long. Your life will be prolonged. It means that to obey your parents is a choice. And to disrespect them is a choice. And if you do disrespect them, you will not live long. Why? Because your long life is depending on your parents.
Okay.
Now, these are people you are taking. Now, when share about one day, no. shani mani sika, ton tadia mano, etimi renti mano, wobusa wadia, umbo utida, nesuso. Woman, no papa, especially you listen to the story, you know that I think that it be now or papa free.
Yeah.
How much is your mother going to eat in a month? For the girl to say that you provide everything and the extra where nyanisa, one blessing where nyanisa, there's a body who said, oh my me pisca, a child of petrol, this young man. So I want to take this opportunity to announce to every young man watching me, if you feed a young girl you are not married to than your mother, it is a curse. And if the lady knows about it, and I repeat, the lady knows about it and will not encourage you and push you and trigger you, revive show mommy. No, you know, yes, I saw the man they are helping you to be cursed. In fact, they are helping you to remain under a curse. Under a tent, nobody can take you off. And so let's talk about this and see that we are branching now. It is good to take care of your girl if you want to. It's a choice. You're disappointed. You made a choice.
Yes, sir.
But you cannot provide for a woman without taking care of your mother. Because, so what we want to say to this beautiful young lady with this testimony, you say, Hannah, she's worried. And he said, she should be able to advise the young man and say, thank you for taking care of me, but your mother is your mother. Then we come back to say, oh my body ben kwa na wayo. Wa shawa mo dum pepe so bi en wanya yeye, oya ben for. And when you for be ashen come so ben for, forget it. When any prophet comes around or anybody comes around to tell you at this age that oh my be your ben for, oh papa your bronsam, you need to look into the face of the person and tell them how foolish they are. I sit on TV. Because you see, me afia kode to me ahwe am bedu a oya ben for obeye me. Anye bia de beyi achi utumi hwe girl. The beyi utumi hand my girl. That should tell you that woman be beyi ni kora wo form. So anybody who tells you that my mama this kind of man or the coast to me say it's a fool. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So for me, the guy is cursing himself ahead of time. Then he's doing well, but he doesn't know what lies ahead of him tomorrow. So please, young ladies, young girls, or young guys, I am begging you, you're younger. But no papa dear, don't joke with them. If the lady you are dating is enjoying more than your parents, if she is enjoying the good phone more than your parents, if birthday no, ultimate iPhone 13 man, now parents in the phone, even bank they have to beg. Sometimes even when you call them, their phone calls are very frustrating because it's a curse. It is not something this young girl should be entertaining. It's any pressure she can give to the guy to be able to provide for the mother. She must do it. Other than that, the curses come, and it will not be on the guy alone. Also, sure. Else, the girl must move the gentleman towards the mother. I be Ebiana guy the because no so on the reason.
Okay.
The reason they say, "Ebi kran mani ashero." What you must say? And I never knew I'm in a man home. Turn we got, please. Oh my share one show. Pension will be giving your mother 1,000 and 2,000. That it doesn't cost one year out of your years. It rather adds. So why not? Oh my today. Oh papa today. I mean, once you've grown and you are blessed by God, touch the heart of your mother. So for me, there is no excuse on earth that must tell you that oh mommy, but for me, but oh mommy, dear shame. As no more, and a so be show. Oh mommy, one, or shame, but what baby dear, but me abuan. So this guy, if you want to be blessed and you are watching us with your lady, please, your mother, don't play. Because it says, so the life of your father is in your mother. So the blessings from your mother carries true authority. From the lips of your mother to bless you and to curse you. And then why give yourself the next 5-10 years to come. You realize that it affects you financially.
It affects you financially. Let me read the next story. Auntie Valerie, God bless you. You have a beautiful smile. Thank you so much, my dear. I want counselor's opinion on this particular issue. Now, I married my husband not because I wanted money, but then I didn't want to be a burden or our family become a burden for him. So I made sure that I went in for a man that I felt was financially sound. That is how he made it look like. Well, reality has hit me. So that is exactly how I am going to explain it. Now, this man made it look like he would be able to take care of me and our children to come, and that I had nothing to worry about. I am not an opportunistic person. I am not a gold digger. I just want to make that clear. I wanted a peaceful home where the foundation is set such that we would have something to eat and not struggle. That was just basically it. I have come from a home where struggle is not the very best. I didn't want to have another taste of it. This guy told me stories, made me understand that everything was going to be all right. After marriage, I have come to realize that it was all talk. Talk is indeed cheap. I don't know how he was able to make it. But my thing is, why impress me to that extent when you don't have? Counselor, I don't think I love my husband anymore. The love I have for him is just gone. It's like I am back to square one. I am struggling. I am depressed, anxious, confused. What should I do?
So now let's go straight. The lady is disappointed to herself. I'm sorry, she sent a message and she's watching. Why would you enter into a relationship in the name of there's too much struggling in my family? So I am looking for somebody I can feel secure with in terms of finances. So me pebema me wadenwa if you common day. Since me chinye one, the mission of the lady is wrong. Number two, her purpose into the relationship to enter into the marriage is wrong. Now, we need to understand that you don't become a woman because you depend on someone's finances. You become a woman because you depend on yourself. A woman is made out of you, the woman. A woman should not be made out of a man. So it is not the duty of a man to make you a woman. It is your duty to be the woman of yourself. Please, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So looking at the woman, one, now, so the foundation of her love was based on financial support. And then she entered to realize that Akwana Haping should be who he is not. By talk, he looked like. By action, he is not. So then it teaches us a lesson that every woman must understand that you don't allow a man to win your heart by words. You allow a man to win your heart by his character and attitude. What keeps love is not money. What sustains love is the lifestyle of the person. When you marry and you want to be happy, it is not money. When you marry and you want to be happy, you are looking for a gentleman, a man who understands the worth of a woman. That is why rich women, and most of the time women who are married to rich men, most of them cannot find themselves. They have money, they travel to places they want to travel to, they eat what they want to eat, but they don't enjoy what they desire to enjoy. The reason is that money cannot make you joyful, but a good man can make you joyful. You can't compare happiness to joy. So we need to understand that this woman started the pace wrong. And then he said, and you saw the winning the heart by words. She didn't take her time to study whoever she was going to get married to. Now, one of the reasons why a lot of relationships and marriages are on a rock today, people are divorcing. They wish they are divorced. Some of them, they are already divorced in hearts and by attitude. They are kept in the house because of the kids or whatever. And we rush to accept proposal without knowing who is proposing to us. And I repeat too, Eti Valerie, Beshia 1 week, 1 month, at the point, I look good in your sight. You look good in my sight. Looking good in our sight is not our stature. Looking good in our sight should be our lifestyle. So the problem is that you don't even know why I'm happening. What happening because physically you see DY Donkoh. physically, I see Valerie. Now, when we enter into the relationship, like this, we are not encouraging anybody for sex in caution. But let's see. And you see, we are suddenly, after 1 year, most of my starting complaining, we are too emotional. Unim kasa. Eti aden amount to be who we answer. Then somebody says that if you are all this you, they will answer or review. The truth is that you rather didn't take your time to know who you were dealing with. Then I conclude to say, proposal should come, and yes, should come after you are convinced enough about the person. Now listen, you may not know everybody 100%. It's only God. Nevertheless, you may know some part of the person that might make you decide what you want to do. So the problem with our generation is that, number one, we rush to propose. Number two, we rush to accept. Number three, our eyes are only revealed to the reality when they have cheated on us or when they've been able to go to bed with us. And so after 1 year, no be a kasoban in your bearman in your Boshia for no so your queen. Boshia no friend, my king, my lord, my honey, my babe. What has changed? The lifestyle of the person has changed. Now I come back to this woman. Lifestyles are more expensive than any perfume, than any shoe, any food a man can put on the table. Listen, if you eat good food and a man comes home to beat you, a man comes home to threaten you, a man comes home not to respect you, the food you have eaten will not satisfy your stomach. And so the woman should have been able to understand that you fear them. But I don't need to rely on a man's financial, to be a woman. I should have been able to work a little harder, to be myself. To me, background, I know will be mamia. I define myself as a woman because I've been able to work a little bit. But this is a woman, or by Obejani, who you know, Gubema, to say, the new Jainty, and the Kakro, each and more chimprano, or your Bema. How long and how far can a man take you to when you are not there yourself? If you cannot invest in yourself, nobody can invest in you. If somebody invests in you when you have not invested in yourself, the investment from the other party will be useless because you will not know how to keep the investment. Thank you.
The final story, or see, hello, counselor. Please, I don't know if I am doing the right thing or not. But counselor, these days, women are suffering from cervical cancer because men are having numerous relationships with women. Counselor, my husband and I have been married for the past 28 years. And this man, I suspect, is cheating on me. Asama mami busane say. Okay. I want to go ahead to find my husband a side chick. One I can monitor, control, and know the ins and outs of my husband. The one that I can even check her personal hygiene. I don't mind sharing with this particular one. We are very well-to-do family. Trust me. Counselor. Am I
too much.
Am I doing the right decision? Am I taking the right decision or not?
Yeah. Yeah. I am here.
Oh.
See, her language sounds like a child, but her body looks old. A married woman is getting tired of her marriage simply because, number one, she suspects the husband cheats.
Yes, sir.
Or cheating. I mean, with a question from the message man, what chino, and I suspect which one?
Utimi said the man is actually doing it.
To a chino. It's all evidence.
Yes.
People actually two things happen. What chino. Actually, to say we don't traffic. Wabre, walk out. Because at this point, your heart and your emotions cannot handle it again. Now you listen to the story to herself. To make a fool be a man. Now I don't care to share. Send a beya. Upieno Maya in so Valerie chain. Get the crowds make check on her. Now my sure, sir. Or you neat, or you nice. Send him a bicon in down on him beda. Minya he. Acho a bema what a praga se carabine. Sabi. Ah, Baba, Kunsun wants some now. Even if you give Nanaya Valerie to him, the man is trying to tell you one is not okay. So, madam, if you don't mind sharing, get ready for 10 pieces of clothes. Now you need to understand this, that a man who is full of lust, one woman can never satisfy him. Because even if this woman is to get, see, the solution is not, I don't mind sharing, I don't mind sharing. Now my baby so here. Who is work for Oba Berukum? Not Beman, Obano. She said, what Beman Krama? You don't get access to the man. Now the man goes there, sleep there, comes to take his bath, and then you will know that sharing, you mind. So, I mean, looking at her story, she's even tired and she has given up on her marriage. Now she's rather looking for a girl who's substitute, you know, so that the girl can satisfy the husband. Yeah. I mean, how can a wife think like this? If she's a Christian, does she read the Bible? That's what you're my for. And by societal standard, this woman is not speaking well. Because it doesn't show respect as a woman for you to say this. If you have given up, walk out. Other than that, looking for solution, the husband must seek for help with a psychologist, with a marriage counselor. So please, I'm encouraging the woman looking for solution for your husband. It's not for you to say that, oh, you need. Now, better so sour ban and so, or also a boyfriend. It's highly possible. Sour ban also a boy, to Sabo and any da, no, so new Kuada, now Kusin better. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So the solution for her not to attract any sickness, HIV, gonorrhea, whatever sickness, you know, or seeking immediate help for the husband. Just put a stop to that. Then to opt and say, be poor bafu for a man. And be genius in your bafu for a we need to I can check my. Do you understand? When a man wants to play, the two of you are not enough. When you are passing a still do fee, or say, you traffic will member. Now, my men are afraid. What do you? Or Saka cabin medulla pass. So he tries to pretend like who no praise you, who no be no crema, who chat ratchet them, mamma. Or we are so much, mamma, so mammy, who be me didn't crash because you are the main wife. Get any forgetting yourself. To get any befroka ma, or see, what do la pass, I can't do fee. Or say, get the front. Forgetting on me, I'm not saying there's a banner, get on the new years on the check. When I am a so you see, a man who wants to lie and play games, another girl is not enough.